I would like to give my perspectives on the question you asked as to whether it is proper or not to say that the continued existence of this country is non-negotiable or should be so. Before I say why I agree with the submissions of the learned Nobel laureate, let me, for the benefit of our young people here, make this clear. God, in his infinite wisdom, has endowed mankind with several gifts. And one of the most important, I believe, is your ability to reason and use your mind. With that properly applied, you can solve anything, you can conquer the world. Therefore, I believe that there's every reason for us to say that we should circumscribe our minds on any issue. In the course of your education and throughout your life, your education, however high it may be, however illustrious, will be meaningless unless you have the capacity to question any and every notion, any and everything, examine everything. And that's why we're making these investments. So don't be conventional. I don't like people putting everybody in a conventional mode. Feel free to question anything, any notion, any theory. But in the end, that's how mankind, our race, has been able to, over the years, make the progress that we have made. Now, tying that up with the question, I believe that, just as the Prof said, if you ask the question whether Nigeria should continue to exist as a united country, the answer you will get from majority is yes. I believe that the continued existence of our nation as an indivisible entity is desirable. There's a very strong case to be made for that. After all, you and I, our people, have been funding the Nigerian experiment for the last 61 years. From your backgrounds, from your backyards, they carve out portions of land and call it, in Abuja and Lagos and other capitals of the world, they call it oil blocks. And I've said it severally. What they sit down in their cozy offices and call oil blocks and give to whoever they choose to give are actually your ancestral properties. And so feel free, and don't allow anybody to intimidate you. That's why we're investing in education as a weapon for fighting intimidation and oppression. Continue to raise the issues about environmental justice. What is going on in all your communities, I've described it severally as environmental terrorism. So nobody should tell us that we have nothing to negotiate about. We have several things, too many things to negotiate about. In this state, we have only 8 local government areas, as decreed by the powers that be. And yet there are states that have 40-something. So we get less than 1/4 every month what others get. I've been governor for almost 6 years. I've never interfered with the allocations of your 8 local government areas. I've never. But right now there's a crisis, they can't even pay their salaries. The reason is we have no control over what we produce. If we had control over our resources, if I can, with these scarce resources, put this and several other facilities together, you can imagine what I would have done with your resources. This state would have been like Dubai. And so, for us and for our people, let me make it clear. All your education, will not be worth anything if you do not have the courage to say no when no is the right answer. And in the end, that's what I expect this investment to give you, the capacity to do so. So the continued existence of Nigeria is desirable. But Nigerians, all of us, have issues to bring to the table for amicable resolution so that we can make our union more perfect, enduring, and sustainable. And there's no crime, there's no shame in saying that. And feel free to question every notion about your country. Thank you very much.